Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Akib Nihal and today we will be briefing you about Surfsonix SIFI. So let's start with our briefing. Let me log into the portal and show you the various features. Now this is the dashboard of our Surfsonix on which you can see various locations. Apart from that, you will be seeing the reports as well. Let's start one by one. Now if I go to the top, I will be seeing multiple locations. So these all are my locations based on the coordinates. So as of now you can see total 60 locations. That's a account which we have for the demo purpose. Okay, out of 60 locations we have 18,000, we have more than 1 lakh user registration. Then you can see the current online users is 10,999. Now if I want to impersonate or you want to see for a specific location, let's say for one of our properties, you can impersonate one of the properties and see. Along with that, you can see HIX customer has 4 locations. That's why it's showing you 4 locations and how many users have authenticated so far, user registration, and currently how many users are online. Based on that, you will be able to know the reports of daily users in last month. Plus, you will be able to see the visitor source, like which source they have authenticated with. Like they have used a room authentication, they have used a form login, walk-in login. Users by operating system, you will be knowing their OS once they authenticate, whether it's iOS, Android, or Windows. Even you will be able to know the browsers level as well, like which from which browsers they are authenticating with, like Chrome, Firefox, Safari. Apart from that, if it is any other browser, it will come under the unknown. You will be able to see the repeat users and new users report as well, like you can see 11th February. Okay, today the repeat user is 466 and new user is 46. Similarly, if you want to see for the past also, you can hover down to a respective date and you can see for the user, like repeat user or new users. Now here it will show you the top menu last 30 days. Now as I told you that we have 4 locations, right? One customer has 4 locations. Out of the 4 locations, which location is most popular? Okay, it's going to show up over here. Most popular in the sense which has experienced most number of authentication. Also, it will show you the device type as well, like which device the user have. So from the backend, we have done the coding in such a way that once you authenticate, you will be able to know that whether you have authenticated with the Android, iPhone, iPad, or the desktop. Let me go out of the impersonation. Now let it get load. Once it loads, you will see the management. Under the management, we will be seeing companies, partners, customers, locations, and users. If I go to a company, okay, I can create various companies over here. Okay, you will click on here, right side. It will be into company name. You can select the type. The company is your customer or partner. You can define the address of the company, the country, the city in which the company is located, and make it active. Same the one which we have. If I edit this one, you will be able to see what we have done exactly. Next is the partner. If you are partner, I can create the partner directly from here itself, like partner, company name, and the same would apply for here itself. Like once while creating the company, you will have the option to select either the type as partner or customer, but here it will come directly as a partner because we are creating the partners. If I go to the customer level, I will be able to create my customer. Same applies with the customer level as well. Like once you select the type as customer, it will going to show you as customer level. And the locations, now here you have to define the locations. Okay, you have to create for which customer you want to create the location. Okay, define the location name, define, give the address, latitude, longitude of the location. Okay, email, phone number, city, country, time zone, and make it active. Once you make it active, it will going to show up over here along with the name. If I click on this one, I will be seeing the details, the hardware details, Facebook details, and these all are the app IDs, okay, which is done by our development department. Okay, so these are the app IDs for which the users authenticate. If the location you have, even if you have created the location, but yet there is no app ID defined, then the authentications won't work. Social authentications, you have to define the app ID to make the authentication work. Users, here you can create the users as well. You can see all these are the users. Now if you want to create a users, what you have to do is you have to go to the customer. Okay, you will click on respective customers. Okay, based on location you can create the users, or you can create the users from here itself. If you are creating the users, either you can give them the admin right, or if they are the staff, you can select a respective location for them. Like, let me show you the one. For example, HIX properties. Okay, let me go to the locations. These all are the users who can actually, you can see staff, admin, 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 staff. So if I click on the admin one, okay, you can see this Chanaka Delakshan. Now he's an admin, okay, and he will be able to manage all the portals, okay, and he will be able to see all the 4 locations. But for a staff, let me show you. For a staff, you can see Ahmad Jassim. He is in staff, so he cannot see all the 4 properties, but he will be able to see only his location only. Express Jumeirah. You can see. So if he log in using his credentials, he will be able to authenticate with his credential, and only thing he will be seeing will be his location. Now let me go out of the impersonation and let's move to the onboarding. Under the onboarding we have splash page and going online. Now if you have your own designing team, you can design the splash page by giving the splash page name. You can select the user type online or offline. Okay, ownership scope is customer level, or ownership scope is location level. You can select that depending upon your need. Okay, or else what we have done is we have given a predefined template. Let me show you a preview. Like if you don't have the designing team and you want to create the splash page, what you can do is you can just duplicate the splash page from here by giving the splash page name. Okay, once you duplicate the splash page, you have to change the logo, you have to change the background, you have to change the footer and what all authentication you want, and the splash page is ready. Now let me show you an example how we can do this. For example, let me go to the first one. Okay, here you can see social logins are there. So if I click on social login, you can see we have disabled Instagram, we have disabled email authentication, OTP, and so on and so forth. Okay, so if I want this one, I will click on done, then it will going to show up over here. Similarly, if I want ticket logon, room logon, it's pretty much customizable. Like whatever authentication you want, you can enable it from here. From here you can change the logo, from here you can change the background image, from here you can edit the footer. So as per your requirement, as per your brand standard, you can make the changes. And once you save it, changes will reflect over here. Going online, now every splash page is associated with a particular going online. For example, if you want to create the going online, you have to define the going online name. Like for example, if I'm creating for one of the hotels like ABC hotels, so I will say ABC going online. Okay, ownership scope same as splash page, either customer level or location level. Owned by, you can select owned by which customer. Okay, if you select location, then you have to first select the customer, then you have to select the location level. Let me go to the one going online to show you. Okay, now once you are able to create the going online, okay, then you have to select the splash page as per that going online. The terms and conditions, whatever terms and conditions the customer has. Redirect. Now you can have multiple redirection as well. You can see as of now the customer had default URL. Okay, now if we authenticate with any of the media, okay, they will always be redirected to a specific URL. But if I want them to have a different redirection, like if I authenticate via Facebook, if I authenticate via Twitter or Google, then it should go to different URLs. So similarly, I can define the URL from here itself. Like I can give the example Facebook redirect. Okay, I can select the URL redirect. I can give the link, whatever link the customer has. Okay, Plus I can add more conditions as well. So redirection URL can be based on age, gender, number of visits, birthday, last visit, platform, browser, even connection method. If you say connection method equals to Facebook, then whosoever authenticating via Facebook will always be redirected to, let's say, google.com. Instead of going to the admiralplaza.com, it will go to google.com or the hotel website page as well, or the customer website page. Then we have the options. First options we have here is activate VLANs. Let's say you have multiple VLANs and you want to have a different splash page. So what you can do is you can activate the VLAN and you can define the VLAN ID over here. Okay, let's say this splash page should only come in VLAN 2030, so I can define the VLANs. Rest, if it's the case that the same splash page should appear throughout the property, then we don't have to enable the VLAN from here itself. Activate sublocation. Now let's say, let me show you a splash page. Now these are the sublocation which we have designed. So if you have enabled this sublocation option, then for that specific going online, you have to select the specific location. Now let me show you an example. Let me go to the first one, sublocations. Okay, sublocation option, we have to select the location from here itself, like sublocation. You can see guest room, hotel lobby, restaurant, meeting room, all the sublocations we have designed from here itself. Now here you can define the header, title, background color. What should be the background color? What should be the title font color? Title font color is white. Container background color, you can see container background color is white. Background font color, see, this is the background font color. Okay, header, title, text, what text should appear over here? Please select your location. Please select your location. Similarly, you can define yours. Now whatever sublocations you have, like guest room, whatever you have, you can select from here, like select the location, sublocation, give the name guest room, hotel lobby, restaurant, meeting room. If you have other restaurant as well, you can define that. Let me show you one which with more sublocation. mm, 1 second, let me show you. You can see this one. Now all these are the sublocations, right? Now let me go to this location and show you how it works. You can see these all are the sublocations which we have selected. So similarly, you can select all the sublocations from here and it will going to show up on the splash page. Also, you will be have VIP email notification as well. Like if you enter any email, right? For example, then if you have a VIP at your store, then you will be receiving an email for that. Like you have a VIP at your store. Unique ID, you can see this one. This is the unique ID for a specific location. If I click on this one, it's going to show me the complete URL. So every location has a unique ID. Now if the customer has SMS authentication, then we have to make the SMS configuration over here. Let's going back to going online. Now we were talking about the options, right? Now next option we have here is ask for Facebook like. It's up to the customer whether they like your Facebook page or not. We cannot make it mandatory. Okay, so if I am authenticating by the Facebook, I will be seeing your Facebook page. Okay, so it's up to me. It's up to me, like, I mean up to me, like whether I authenticate your page or I skip that option. I cannot make it mandatory. Ask users to opt into marketing material. Now while authenticating, let's say this one, let me show you the one the easiest way. You can see send marketing material. This option is ask users to opt into marketing material. If you enable this, disable this option, then this option will not be checked automatically. Okay, marketing ads display, this I will come to you in the later slides. By default, users agree to accept, means the terms and conditions which you have defined, they agree to accept terms and conditions. That's very important or mandatory to have the terms and conditions, just to have everything in a smooth manner. Settings. Here you can define the parameter settings like Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, LinkedIn, SMS, form login. Every every parameter you can define from here itself. Okay. Time credit means how much time the users can browse or after authenticating. Ticket limit, how much data can be downloaded after authenticating, like 1 GB data I can download. Okay, this is the upload and download bandwidth which user will going to get. Sorry for that. Idle timeout, like if there is no traffic produced by the device and your device is idle, then that device will be logged out from the system. Seamless duration in days, like let's say we define seamless duration as 5 days. So let's say you authenticate now. Okay, so for the next 5 days you won't be authenticating again, it will be seamless for you. Even if you come tomorrow, you don't have a valid ticket, it will be seamless for you. You will go to internet. Seamless default URL. Now let's say in most of the cases customer have their own privileged URLs. Of that URL only the user should go for the first time he visits your store. What we can do is, if the seamless condition is enabled, normally what happens is if you type any other website, it will go to that website. For example, if the seamless is enabled and I type cnn.com, it will go to cnn.com. But if using seamless default URL, I define any of the URL, for example this one. So if the condition is seamless, sorry, and I came to your store, it will always be redirected to this particular website, and you can save it and then it will show up over here. Next thing over here is let me show you settings. Set VIP users. Now let's say you have some VIP users. Okay, you can define the VIP user template, like in our local box there is a template. Okay, and every template has a specific ID for our VIP users, so that template ID we have to define over here. Okay, now if the VIP user, let's say you want to provide them the internet based on the check-in checkout date, like if they have checked in now, okay, and they will be staying for 1 week, okay, you can define the upload download bandwidth, idle time, and data limit. So once they authenticate using the car, it will be the it will be the ticket or the time credit until they are staying in your hotel. So once they checks out, the ticket will be expired. They will no longer be able to browse. Same applies with new registration and already member as well. You have to define template ID, or if you check-in checkout date, then you have to define the parameters as well. Now, what new registration, happy member or already member means, in our hotels there are various rewards, there are various programs, like you have the VIP programs like IIG, intercontinental hotel groups, like you have the GHA Global Hotel Alliance. So they have the parameters for their VIP guests, who means, let's for take an example of the IIG. Okay, IIG have the IIG rewards membership, and the persons who are not the IIG rewards membership, they fall under the new registration category or already member. It's up to them whether they sign up or not. Okay, so if they are the IIG guest, they are the rewards member, they can get the parameters from here. Okay, and they're going to welcome you by your name. Okay, along with the complimentary title, which you can define over here. If I enable this one, I can define the description, what a VIP description should be. Okay, similarly, if it is a non-VIP, then I have to define the description type, means what description should be there for line 1, line 2, line 3, and card type 1, card type 2, card type 3. Okay, these all are privileged cards. So if you're going to see any, let's say they have the gold card, platinum card, black card as well. Okay, so it depends what cards the customer has, and you can select the card type from here itself. Also, you can define the email configuration, like if the user is authenticating, okay, the new registration is going to happen. Okay, email should go to which email ID. Okay, you can see some other email ID for reference as well. What should be the new registration subject, what should be a already member subject. Okay, if I click on new registration or if I click on already member, this should be a separate subject, or it depends on how you want to do it. Okay, verification from which email the email should go, like email should go to this particular email id, by which email the email should go, okay, the password, and what's the name, by from which name you want to send the email, okay. Also, if you want to provide the complimentary internet, then you can provide the complimentary internet based on check in check out data as well. Same you can define for continue to internet description, like if they want to show the packages, right, the customer doesn't want to go with the VIP member, he's not a VIP member, nor he wants to fill up the form, okay. Yet you can show them the packages, the paid packages which you have, like 1 hour internet, 2 hour internet, 3 hour internet, okay. Then you can define the description for that, like please select the desired package, for example, desired package, and you can save it. So along with the description, along with that particular description, you're going to see all the packages itself. Same applies to already registered. Here you can define the description and you can save it. Direct internet for room users. Now let's say if I enable this option and I am authenticating via room, okay. So if I enter my details triple to John, it won't ask me for anything. Instead, it will go straight to internet along with these parameters. Manage thank you message. Email and SMS both will send if you enable it. If I enable this option, then I will be able to send a thank you message to my customer. For example, if a customer has visited my store, okay, and they stay there for a certain duration of time, as per my conditions, I have defined that if the guest is idle, I mean, if the guest is idle and he is, so I will consider it as the guest is not at my store. So, for example, the bottom line is I will be able to send them the thank you message on their email or on the SMS level itself. Let me go to the campaign manager first. Next thing, marketing. Here you can design the campaign or the e-shots of your depending upon your requirement. You can define the campaign name, you can define the campaign type, okay, and select the parameter type, like the parameter type for the campaign, like visit base, birthday, top customers, or thank you message. Now let me go to the first one, or you see customer has designed a particular campaign, okay, and the campaign is based on visit based. These all are the parameters. Let me show you the one which is more clear. Hmm, let me go to the first. Okay, so this is the campaign generated by one of our customer, okay. He has defined the parameters visit based. Now it can be visit based, top customers. If I do top customers, then we have to select send to like top 25 customers, means who have visited more number of times, okay. If I select birthday, then I have to select the delivery campaign type, like the campaign should be delivered to the guest 1 day before, 3 day before, 7 day before. If there is any sub location I want to send to a specific location, let's say I want to send only to the users who fall under the Aldana. So what I will do is I'm going to select Aldana sub location. So it's going to show me the users who matches the criteria, okay. Now if I select this one, I can define the recipient city, recipient age range, recipient available which location, okay. If I do this one for all, it's going to show up me all 388 users matches from this particular date, this particular day, okay. If I do this one, you can define that label itself, okay, and all the historical user matches will show up over here. Once I publish the campaign, it will come under the report. Now this campaign is not published yet, so that's we're not seeing the report. And in the settings, you will be able to send the campaign by your from your own email, by your own name, and the subject of this campaign. What should be subject of this campaign? Also, you can send the thank you message as well. Okay, if you do a thank you message, then it will go to all the recipients who have visited Crown Plaza Dubai. Means thank you for visiting the store, something like that. The same you can customize the message. Visitor and devices. first let me cover one thing which I left. Security. Now we have enabled the passcode, right? This is an additional layer of authentication. Let me give you an example. One second. One second. Let me show you this one for which location it was. Admiral Plaza. Was You can see this one, Admiral Plaza location. Let me go to the going online. Admiral Plaza going online. Security. If I enable this one and reload this page, you can see this passcode. Now I have to enter the passcode just to unlock the splash page. Now how I can unlock the passcode is generate passcode. You can see Z9WB. Similarly, I can define when the passcode should be expire, what should be the validity of the passcode, and how many devices can connect using a particular password. Z9WB. Z9WB. If I enter this one, then my splash page will unlock. As you will see, now it's taking a little bit time, so bear with me. Once again, let me show you in Z9WB. Yeah. So this one, it will going to unlock the splash page. I mean, unlock the splash page like this. Ad pop-up. Now we have the ad pop-up we've called DAP, Dynamic Ad Protocol. Now the customer can do the marketing based on pre-engagement or post-engagement. Post-engagement can be done the way I showed you, like e-shots you can send, or you can do the email marketing, for example. Okay, but if you want to do based on the pre-engagement, okay, like the guest is there and you want them to show them offers or offers, whatever offers you're running with, okay, what you can do is, let's say I'm authenticating via any one of the location, right? What I can do is I can do a campaign. Let me show you the one which is done by our customer Al Raha going online. Okay, they have done so many campaigns. Okay, now if I authenticate via room, Facebook, or whatever, using any of the, let's say I authenticated by using this particular Oscar restaurant. Okay, so I will be seeing a specific ad. Okay, let me show you the better one, this one. Okay, these ads can be pushed to, you can see it's 5 4 3 2 1 connected. Once you define the ads, okay, from the settings, all the user will be able to see the ads. Based on that, they can click on book now if they are interested in the offer, or else they can click on activate internet without offer. Now how we make the settings is, let me go edit the first ad. Okay, now this ad, you can define the name, you can define the title. If the text is there, you can select the image from here, like this is the HTML image they have selected. Here you can define the page settings, like the background color should be white. Okay, now here you can define the ad settings. For the ad, the background color you can define. Okay, the text color you can define. what should be the border size, and border shape should be rounded or sharp. You can see the sharp bounded, these are the sharp. You can make rounded as well. Similarly, view offers button. This is the view offers button book now. You can define the color, the text color, what should be the text of the book now. If you don't define anything, it will be by default this one. What should be the link if I click on book now, okay? And these are the settings for the direct internet button, okay? Button color, text color, and what should be the text, okay? If you don't define anything, then it will, because then it will going to come by default, activate internet without offer, okay? If you are not defining anything, if you define something, it's going to show up the one which you defined over there. Similarly, you can define the view time, like this ad should be viewed, let's say if I viewed this ad for 2 seconds, okay, that's a 10 seconds, then this ad will come under the viewed one, okay. Enable direct internet button, okay. You can define the direct enable button as after 5 seconds. So I will see this ad, okay. After seeing for 5 seconds, okay, my direct internet button will come. So on the complementary, view time should always be greater than the direct enable internet button. So let's say if I am interested, I can click on book now. If I'm not interested, I will click on activate internet without offer, okay. Total ad campaign impression means this ad should be shown to the guest 10,000 times. Now these are the ad settings. Now campaign type can be one time, multiple dates, or recurring. If I do one time, you can define starts from now and which when should the campaign end. Okay, let's say start from now and the campaign should end at this particular time. So you can define that label itself. Okay. Similarly, if you define multiple dates, then you can define the dates on which the campaign should come, and similarly you can define add more dates as well. Like on the specific interval the campaign will come. If I define recurring, here I can define the campaign start date, repeat interval every single day, what should be start time and time, okay? And it should show how many, let's say 5 times per interval, okay? From this particular time to this particular time, for example, okay? This is the time interval. In this particular time interval, the campaign will be shown to 5 times to a specific guest if you're authenticating again and again, okay? Show times per campaign, okay? 50 times per campaign, okay. For this entire campaign, okay, I have done 50. So this ad will come 50 times for this particular campaign. Like this is the campaign one which we have right now, okay, BBQ. So for this campaign it's going to come 50 times. Similarly, you will going to get the reports as well. Like if you want to see the reports, like how many of them have viewed the ad, how many of them have clicked the ad, and how many of them bounced the ad. I mean, bounce means the one which doesn't have clicked on book now, or they were not interested in doing the ad. They just clicked on direct internet button and they went to internet. Okay, we're going to give you the percentage as well. And if you want to see for a specific day, you can see that as well. So, campaign we have discussed. So visitor and devices. In visitor and devices, you will be seeing the reports of the users. Let me show you once it reloads. So now I am saying for a specific property like HIX property, okay, it will going to show up all the users profile, okay. You will see walk-in, ROM logon, Facebook, okay. Now let's make it more precise. Now if you want to get the report based on gender, connection method, age, whether it's last seen, MAC address, browser type, device type, you will get the report based on all the parameters as per the requirement. For example, let's do a connection method equal to Facebook. It will going to filter all the Facebook profiles for me, okay. Now even if I want to filter, let's say gender, I can do gender equals to male as well, okay. It will going to filter it out based on connection type equal to Facebook and gender equals to male, okay. One second, let me show you. See, now it has filtered it out to 963 profiles found. If I filter it more, it will going to reduce more. Now let's say if I go to the first one, I will be able to see the guest profile picture, the guest email address, and reminded that these all are the public infos, not the private infos. Okay, so and all these are coming from the Facebook server. So here you will be seeing the gender, age, marketing opt-in here, date of birth, when was the first visit made, where was the last visit made. Okay, you can see one location he visited using two sub locations. If I click on this one, I will be seeing he visited guest room and he visited lobby as well. Total visit for him become two. You can see, and he has only used one device. Along with you can see the Mac as well. If I go to connections, I will be able to fetch his details as well. So what preferences he has, what choices he have, it will going to help the owner to target the right audiences, because if I am sending something which is relevant to me, relevant to the customer, he might be interested in. But if I am sending that which is not his cup of tea, he might not bother about that and he might ignore that. Okay, so it's very important to know who your audiences are so that you can target them in an efficient way. Next comes to the report overview. In the overview report, you will be able to see the average users per day in last month. You will be able to see the cumulative user sessions. Okay, average users per month. This is for the entire property. If I impersonate or to a specific one, it will going to lower it down to a particular level. Like you can see if I check properties, average users per month, average users, average users per day, average users per month, cumulative users by day. You will be able to see like on a specific day how many female you have, on male you have, total sessions going on. Okay, you can see total sessions as of now. As of now nothing is going on them, and it's not active. So you can see for the last year December, this was for the session. These are the users, monthly users by gender. You can see total male are there 1888, female 775. Unknown means they are authenticated via walk-in, like username password or the voucher, because the male female you will only get by the social profile, or if they are authenticating via the some or the other means apart from walk-in. New user was a repeat user. Users demographics like male and female, so all the user authenticated via social authentication, social media. Okay, visitors report. Here you will going to get the report of most popular location from among the four locations. Okay, most popular gender, number of social login made, number of form logins made. Okay, total Wi-Fi users means you can see how many of them are the Facebook new users, repeat users. Okay, and unique users mean unique Facebook authentications you have total so far. Okay, and how many of them are have you? How many of them have you have the repeated visits? Wi-Fi users by day who have authenticated using the Wi-Fi. Total Wi-Fi user gender versus age. Like this is the age group, right? 13 to 17 age group. 289 are the male, 61 are the female. 18 to 24, 146 are the male, 97 are the female. So based on that, you will going to filter it out. Age. Here you can see the age as well in percentage. 45 to 54, for 54%. Okay. 65. Okay, these all are the authentications. Then you have the visitor source, like from which source they're authenticating. We'll see at this particular client place, most of them have authenticated or using Facebook walk-in user registration form. And you can see room authentication. Room authentication is a large number of room authentication as well. Then we have the visitor sources by gender. Okay, by which source they authenticated a registration from Facebook, walk-in, room, Google Plus. As of now, you can see they haven't authenticated with Google Plus or LinkedIn. Network. Then we have the most popular browser. Okay, you have. I mean, see if it is the one which we have checked is Chrome, Firefox, Safari. Okay, you can see unknown. Apart from Chrome, Firefox, Safari, if it is some other browser, it will going to come under the unknown one. That's why it's showing you unknown. Okay, most popular OS, Android, iOS, and they have some other platform as well, which we haven't done. We have only done the integration or the backend coding for the main OS. It's going to show you for the most popular OS, most popular device. Okay, Whether they have iPad, desktop, iPhone, Android, it will show up over here. If it is Android, then it's going to show up Android, otherwise showing unknown. Okay. Then we have the presence report. Now, if we have done the integration with the wireless LAN controller and we are doing the location-based services based on, let's say, a Cisco Meraki engine or a Ruckus, Avaya, Aruba, okay, the intelligence, then it comes into the picture. Then you have the presence report, like how many of the users are detected near that AP, okay, and how many of the users have connected near that AP, okay, and how many visitors we have, okay. Capture rate means the capture rate of the case, like if I am near that access point, okay, or near that store, for example, okay, I visited your store or not, I authenticated or not, that's the capture rate, means you are turning your visitors into loyal customers. Repeat rate, if I visit the property again, okay, how much is the repeat rate for me in percentage, like if I come once, if I come twice, I'm going to show you in percentage as well. And these are the reports that we're going to show you, or the graphical representation, you can say, based on detected versus visitor versus connected. Means detected who are near the wireless access on the access point, okay. Visitors who came to your store, okay. Connected means you authenticated at your store, okay. Similarly is the analytic by day, visitor versus passerby. Visitors who were there at your store but they didn't authenticate it, okay. Passerby, they just pass by your store based on the probe indications or the values. Let's say I was near that access point, I connected to that access point, okay. I didn't connect it, sorry, I just passed by. It was detected in my system but I didn't authenticate or connect it. Similarly, you will be able to see the last 7-day users report, like first time versus daily versus weekly versus occasional, okay. Now, that's why you will not be seeing any results over here because no one is connected. That's why you were seeing the report as null. Here we're going to show you the last 10 visitors based on the AP MAC, okay. Let's say you have a, a MAC address of an access point, okay, and it's going to show you based on the AP MAC, okay, the last 10 visitors from which the, the user have connected to which particular access point, okay. These are the top visitors by dual time, means how much time they have spent. Okay, let's say they have spent like around 20 minutes, it will need to come on top. 10 minutes, then it will be a second number based on the AP MAC. Similarly, if we have the heat map, we can select the heat map based on the date. Okay, uh, please choose the. Let me select. If we see, let me see if we have any heat map or not. Mm, no, we don't have the AP Mac as of now. So once we have, then we will be able to show you the reports for the heat map as well. Proximity. This proximity will show you the users. Okay, this depends on the RSSI value, receive signal strength indication. Okay, based on that, it will going to show once the user is near that value, see, it will going to show up in green color. Okay, it's connected. If it is orange, it will going to show you up as detected. Okay, means you are near that particular area, the RSI value. Okay, and here you will show the indication strength 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 46, 60, 80, 80 to 100. SMS delivery report. As of now, we haven't authenticated with the SMS in this particular demo mode. Okay, so let's just show you the example. These are the mobile number on which the SMS was. This is the text message. Please check. This is the demo one. Okay, the demo account. It will going to show you the verification code as well. What text has been sent to that particular mobile number once they authenticate with the SMS authentication, and all the report will going to show up over here. Along with that, it will going to show you which particular location have received that particular SMS. Passcode. Oh, so remember I have shown you one passcode, the one which we use to unlock the splash page. So if you are designing any of the passcode, it will going to show you over here. Okay, for the passcode report. Okay, you can see all these reports are there. When was the passcode generated? Who the passcode generated by whom? Okay, what was the time? Maximum devices. When was the expiration date of the passcode? For which particular location it belongs to? Whether it's used or unused. So you will going to get all the reports. Same as SMS, you will going to see the email delivery report as well. Okay, like email has been sent to this particular email address. Okay, you can see whether they have paid or how much is the payment due or total email sent. Paid for email, you're going to see enter the number of email for which you get the payment. Like you can see payment due is 44. So if I do 44 and make a payment, then you will be able to make the payment as well. You can see payment due is 0. All the emails have been paid. So this was about Subsonic Sci-Fi. I hope I was able to clarify or give you a brief about Subsonic Sci-Fi. If in case you have any query, you can feel free to contact us via email or you can call us. So as of now, let me show you one thing as well. One second. Hope I may have shown you in starting, but let me just to make it clear that here you can add the widgets as well. As you can see, these all are the widgets, okay, which I have added, okay. But if the as a customer, if you don't have the widget, you can add the widget from here itself, like whatever widgets you want to add, okay. So I hope the session was good and I was able to clarify all your queries. So it's goodbye from my side and hope to see you soon with another session or another video. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a nice day. Bye bye.